Now that May is here, many people's thoughts of outdoor recreation turn to camping and outdoor activities at mountain lakes and rivers.
One of the most popular mountain lake resorts in Southern Oregon is also one of the oldest. In tonight's Oregon Trails, Newswatch 12's Ron Brown takes us up to Lake of the Woods, where that resort is celebrating more than 90 years of hosting visitors.
Fresh in a coat of new red paint, chairs are lined up along the shore near the swimming beach at Lake of the Woods Resort. The docks are all in place and some of the boats freshly painted are ready to rent for the summer. This is the 91st year Lake of the Woods Resort has opened its doors to people seeking fresh mountain air and all the other experiences that lure people to a pristine mountain lake.
We typically work on the opening preparations the latter part of April and May, weather dependent, but last year we had so much snow that we had kind of a late start. This year we actually have Aspen Campground open early. The resort is looking better than ever, and we have our docks and a few more boats to get ready and a few more preparations for the summer season, but we're really happy with the weather and just the number of people that are coming out too.
Lake of the Woods has actually been an attraction for the adventurous for more than 100 years. Actually, in 1870, it's reported that Captain Applegate named the lake and built a cabin there. There are now more than 200 cabins surrounding the lake.
In 1998, when I came to work up here, we had 8 rental cabins, and now we have 32. The RV park has been completely remodeled. We are in the middle of a multi-year remodel of the main lodge restaurant and just improving the facilities overall. Last year, we built a gazebo down by the lakeshore for weddings, special events, and eventually hope to maybe even have music down there.
George Gregory says some of the original cabins are still there and in use at the resort.
Our first cabin, cabin number 3, we found some evidence in the old files that it was built in approximately 1922. That's where the 91 years comes in. The resort permit was first issued a couple years later, but there was a trading post here, just a sawmill, and the area's actually been in use by early settlers and explorers since 1870. And by the early 1900s, there were residences popping up around the lake, and there are currently 217 summer homes, 3 organizational camps, the 3 Forest Service facilities, Aspen Point Campground, Rainbow Bay, and Sunset Campground, as well as the resort. And all of the facilities here have been in high use since the early 20s.
The lodge was rebuilt after a fire in 1949 or 50, but the store and the marina building are all original.
There used to be a pier that went out here, large timbered pier, and then it had a floating portion, and that was constructed in about 1924. And the boat launch actually was on the other side of the building, and what we have is the swim beach now.
Getting here was not always easy, though. There was no direct road from the Rogue Valley, and except for dead end in Memorial Road until 140 was finished in the early 1960s.
Speaking with one of the old homeowners from Klamath Falls, it used to be 2 days in their Model T to drive up here in the 30s, and sometimes you had to fix the road to get here.
Now, Lake of the Woods is within an hour's drive or less from both the Klamath Basin or Rogue Valley, winter or summer. 90 years ago, when the Lake of the Woods Resort first started, you probably wouldn't have seen much in the way of any kind of power boats on the lake. Now you see everything from fishing boats, and later in the summer, when things warm up a little bit, you'll see a lot of water skiers out here as well. And with homes on the west shore and around the south end of the lake, this is a place that draws thousands of people every weekend. At Lake of the Woods, Ron Brown, Newswatch 12.
Lake of the Woods also manages the 3 Forest Service campgrounds at the lake and is currently refurbishing the old guard station near the West Side Road Junction to be used as a rental facility as well.